What's going on, guys? Today we have a very special episode. Why is everybody giggling? This is serious. This is very fucking serious. We are Next Gen Nostalgia, going strong, and the squad is just getting deeper or browner. We have a special guest.
Go browner, man. Go browner.
We're getting browner. We have a special guest. OT motherfucking G, not OT Genesis, OTG, Overthink Gaming is in the house. The mod god himself. ETA who? That's who. That's who.
Yeah,
That's a low blow.
yeah, gas me up, man, dude.
Hell yeah. Glaze. We're gonna do like those dudes did in Vegas with that cabinet. Glaze.
Nah, that's a hardcore intro, but you know what? I appreciate what you guys are doing, and I feel honored to be on here with you guys. So,
Shit.
heck yeah.
Oh
Shit.
man, we feel blessed that you're on the show with us, my friend.
Yeah.
Actually, it's the other way around, to be honest.
I literally abandoned my family just to.
Oh yeah, they're in the closet actually. If you look, I think I saw someone's
the other one.
the other closet. Oh, okay.
It's smaller.
He fucking put the motherfuckers to sleep.
You sleep now.
Yeah. So we're here, guys. You know, and I guess I'll do a quick roundtable because sometimes we're still growing, so we might be catching a lot of newer viewers. Hopefully. So I'm Godly. I'm also joined here with my co-hosts, co-partners. No, that sounds gay. I got really gay. But I got Advanced Boss. We have Advanced Boss with the Street Fighter shirt. Bald head Grant.
My dusty Street Fighter shirt, because since we like selling old Street Fighter, dusty ass for $800. I figured.
Yeah. Keep buying Street Fighter shirts. The motherfuckers keep buying cabinets. Anyways, we got Grandfather, Ball God, and then we got the DEI haircut god himself, Bass Guy.
I got a motherfucking DEI haircut. How dare you?
I know. No, that's Bass Guy, man. That's the guy, man. That's the guy, man. That's the bro.
Respect on Grandfather, man. Not only is he the ball guy, he's the two-pair guy.
Oh my fucking god!
40 hours deep now. 40 hours deep. The addiction continues.
I'm sorry, OTG. I'm sorry. We're not here. We're not here to talk about these new fucking games, okay?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, we're not here to talk about that new shit, okay? We're talking about that old shit.
Yeah.
All right.
And the best way to play that old shit. And it's gonna range from a lot of different ways. It's gonna range from fucking original hardware, with your asbestos and your mold and cockroach dust and mice shit. Those old dusty copies, they're all sticky. And then from that to emulation to modding to whatever to overpriced boxes or to the other overpriced boxes that are behind you,
Yes, I agree.
So
the world is
What is your brief overview, your perspective of the retro gaming scene? If you were to walk to someone in the street like, hey, I'm interested in these oldie school games like the Nintendos, well, how do I go about it?
All right. So the retro game scene is going to be full of different type of gamers. Obviously.
Hell yeah.
But I think the one that you're going to experience the most is going to be the elitist. The one that says you got to play on retro hardware, you got to play on a CRT, you got to play the way it was back in the day. But it's 2025, man. I'm old, but I tell a lot of those people that's cool that you have that passion, but there's many newer ways. And I think that's what's so awesome. What's keeping retro alive right now is that there's so many newer ways to play games, especially emulation is going to be a thing of the past. Everyone's going to care about FPGA. Analog's finally making FPGA consoles where they have been more available to people to buy from a store versus like a Mister, which you would just run a script and create your own.
See, that's too much.
But FPGA just gives the accuracy that emulation doesn't. So it's very comparable to hardware. And I think all right. I went through the collecting thing and I love collecting, but man, the prices have gone crazy.
Yeah.
The time has come and gone, and it's kind of pointless now, at least like I like things to look more modern. I mean, I say that with this background behind me, but I like retro consoles. But I don't know, man. I respect the oldies too, who love the old shit. But there's just too many ways to play retro, man. You can
I
buy
agree.
shitty shit. You could be, like what I said with the Mister. I don't know, man. How about you guys? That's what I need to know. I want to know because y'all probably are different. Except I think Boss is probably,
Yeah, he
I
collects.
like, yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, as far as this is my take. So, like you, okay, so let me just go way back to like 20.
Oh,
Here
hell.
we go.
Here we go. 1967.
I'ma tell you a time
When I visited Martin Luther King's grave for the third time. I'm sorry.
Man, I wish it was like around the horn. We just press mute when I let you come. Anyway, listen. Okay, let's go like around 2012, 2013. I had my first child around this point, right? So I had a very small collection of games, little PS1 games here. I had a lot of PS2, a lot of a few PS3, a lot of 360, very few OG Xbox games, and a handful of GameCube games, right? So a couple years, just had a little things. If I see something cool, whatever, no problem. 2015 rolls around, right? We all know the story. Xbox One is coming out. You can't play used games. That's the rumor. That's the word is going to, right? Like, oh, well, if that's the case, well, fuck that. Obviously, we know that wasn't the case, but at the time, we're going off rumors. Very similar to we doing 10 years to this day. Anywho, so I'm buying a bunch of used games at GameStop, This Replay, the Playing Trades, all these type of stores for dirt cheap. I wish I had some games on me. Some games I bought for $5 or 99 cents are like $100 now. $100.
A lot of them.
It's dumb. So I just built up a collection, and the point was, I wasn't building just to have this collection. I just wanted to get some games that either I wanted, I liked, or I hate to say it, the box art looked cool. Only on PS2, for example. I never played that game, but that box art is fucking sweet.
Never played it?
Yeah, I never played it. Yeah.
Wow.
Look, we can have that conversation about what we were playing and what we missed out on certain games.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, something about the GameCube. So remember, you guys remember Instagram back in 2015?
Yeah.
Remember how cool Instagram was and social media was?
It was just pictures. It wasn't influencers and stuff like that. You talking about then, where people would just post like pictures and stuff?
Exactly.
Everybody wanted to be a photographer. Yeah.
Thought era.
Yeah.
OTG.
I mean, I still have some.
Was you on Instagram around that time period, using it like that in the game?
I used it for an editor. It wasn't really a social program to me when I first discovered it.
Okay.
I used it to edit photos.
So, shout out to this old community that's probably disbanded by now. It's called Retro Collective, right? Yeah. It was like, I'm still friends with some of these guys on Instagram, so forgive me if I can't write off your names. I don't really use IG that much anymore, right? However, this was at a time period you legit could DM people, message people, and trade games. And you could trust me. Imagine, I know you're laughing. You literally could trust people. I don't know if you can see right there. That Zone of the Enders limited edition. I got that via a trade. I traded someone. Now, of course, in hindsight, I probably made a bad deal. I think I traded someone like an empty box for Pokemon Stadium. It's probably that Pokemon Stadium.
Oh yeah, that's a $200-$300 box right there.
Yeah, now right.
Yeah.
You said a complete inbox Pokemon Stadium.
Just the cardboard.
Just the cardboard.
Oh, just the cardboard.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
I traded someone. That Genesis converter they let you play Mega Drive games.
Yeah.
I don't know where I had that. I didn't have anything. I gave it up for a copy of Majora's Mask because I really wanted that shit at the time. And it was just a whole era. I have like a sticker. I'm gonna put that on the community page. I have a sticker on my Xbox. They made a logo, everything. I think the guy that run this shit was called SB Retro something. Oh man, the point, he was a cool guy, right? And remember giveaways? Like, giveaways, you start a little account. People have giveaways. I did giveaways. But unfortunately, just like how it is now, the bad people got involved. Oh, I'm giving away games. And then people would sign up for shit, and then you don't get jack shit. And you have to spread the word around. But unfortunately, the scammers saw what the good of the community was doing, and then they fucked it up everybody. So no more trades, no more meetups, whatever. I mean, you would see a few
meetups.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they used to do that shit.
When the meetup term means something different for me.
So basically,
mean shit for you, but at this point,
you
don't mean shit for you. Yeah, you need to calm your ass down, buddy. Go ahead.
So basically, there was a good time that you're saying basically was like gamers having a good thing. Then scammers had to come ruin it, and people just try to take advantage. And I feel like that's what the retro community a lot gets take advantage for, that nostalgia.
Oh, they prey on nostalgia. Yeah.
And those people sucker people in. But I didn't know that was happening then, though. Like
Yeah.
that ruined y'all's group.
Yeah, 2015 was great, man. 2015, 2016 was an awesome time, but you could really go on there. Like the hashtags really meant something if you were looking for
Oh
stuff
yeah,
back then.
yeah, I remember that.
You know,
Yeah.
I think it was IGers Nintendo, IGers PlayStation, IGers Xbox, and you would just be in your little separate community, whatnot. It was really fun, but now you type in gamer, you're gonna see some. I mean, I'm not trying to be that guy. You're gonna see some chick that doesn't play shit with their controller, like. I'm a gamer. And like, oh god,
Yeah.
it's just
Two PS5 controllers covering the areolas. Yeah.
My perspective at that time is a little bit different.
Yeah.
I did get into collecting like 64 and GameCube just because I never had them, and I came across so many good games. But I would go to Half Price Bookstore. So I didn't do my online, and I would find deals, dude. And I swear, dude, I was out of town today, and I went to a Half Price Bookstore, and I said, I haven't been in one in a long time, but the last time I went, everything. They know the value. Used to people will get like, man, I got the Mario Kart for the GameCube for like $10 or like just
that pisses me off.
Yeah, and then I got so many games cheap there, but like they know what they have now. I saw Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for the Dreamcast for $200. I'm like, get out of here. Like there's a lot of stuff that is priced high and it's behind glass now. Back in the day, it was like that was the time to collect.
Yeah,
and it's just now it's not even worth it. Like you said, they ruined the online community. I feel like retro collecting got ruined by people like Water. That's my personal.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
He serves a purpose though, because there are a such thing as hardcore collectors that want, that are out of my price range that got money, and that's their community. They love that sealed stuff and graded stuff. It's not for me, but I respect those people. It's their thing. I don't understand it. That's how I see it, but I don't like it personally.
I'll touch on Wada later on because there's a whole
YouTube please, because
everyone's seen that exposed all that bullshit.
Yeah.
But real quick, I'll let people jump in. I got 3 minor early collecting day stories real quick. Number 1.
Real quick, nigga, we about 45 minutes in. I'll just fuck with you. I'll just fuck with you.
If you shut the fuck up.
All right, go ahead, Cook, bro. I'm just giving you our time. Go ahead.
Anyway, real quick. So I remember the reason why I started collecting GameCube games, I went to some thrift store on my way home from work from AT&T, and there was literally a cardboard box full of some kid's GameCube collection. Every game in that bitch was either 99 cents to $5. I bought the whole fucking thing. So out of nowhere, overnight, boom, I got like 38, 50 GameCube games. Like, well, shit, I'm gonna start collecting, right? I collected to the point I almost had 350 some of my GameCube games on my Instagram way back in the day, right? To the point where you get to these pricey games. I was looking for this game called Gotcha Force. The game was like $300 fucking. And I just said to myself, I'm not spending $300 in this fucking game. And then it hit me like, well, if I'm not spending $300 on that game, I'm not gonna have a full collection. Then if I'm not having a full collection, why the fuck am I buying all this shit?
That's exactly what I went through.
And you don't even play the games either.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You really don't.
I tried collecting for the 64 since I said earlier I hadn't played it, but it was the smallest library, like a little over 200, not even 300 games.
It should be
easy. So I said I'm gonna do it, and back then the most expensive game was what's the one, the blockbuster, the
Play Fighter, Sculptor's Cut.
Yeah. And that game was like $300 then, and I remember I was like, man, I could get it. So why I stopped is because I bought Worms Armageddon, $200, but it was I used the coupon, got it for $160, and I thought I was getting a deal. And then I thought to myself, I go, you know what? I'm not gonna play this game. I had it for a while. I go, what the fuck am I doing? If I just wasted $160, I'm not gonna play it. And I still got a lot of more expensive games to do. If I'm not gonna collect it, why keep going? And actually, that changed my whole perspective on game collecting during then. I sold everything, dude. I went through a weird phase. I said, you know what? I need to stop this, man. I got too crazy with collecting. And
Good.
I agree.
Good.
I agree with what OTG is saying, just because I think this is kind of my just quick take on the retro gaming scene. Like, I personally prefer to buy my games physically. even in today's, the current gen. So, a lot of people give me flack for that because, when you have the disc, you missing all the patches and the day one, you getting the shitty version of the game, whatever it launched with on that disc.
Yeah.
But I think what really happens in these scenarios, and both of you just touched on, is that people are getting away from the fact that it doesn't matter what form or fashion you have that game in. It's about the game at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of, leaning towards, OTG stance on just like, more modern ways to play these games, more convenience ways. Like, I'm a convenience guy. I love the fact that I can, hop on my PlayStation Portal or hop on my Steam Deck and pop on a retro game, or, if it's a collection, I can play a few of them all in one go. Don't even have to change games. That's what I'm about. Just the overall convenience. I'm not one of those, if you don't have the original, I don't.
You don't
like going downstairs
Yeah,
and hooking on my Sega Genesis to play fucking Streets of Rage. Maybe I just want to press 3 buttons and literally be in a game. Like I don't want to go hook up to the CRT. I don't. That's a whole.
Yeah, get the Frame Meister out, bro. You gotta test your frames.
That's a whole fucking process.
Yeah, and there's ways to play the original system modded with all the games digitally. And I'm now I've turned it into a digital person. Like I'll buy physical every once in a while. Usually it's if the game's like cheaper. Like if I have that option. Like I bought Silent Hill 2 during Black Friday for $30.
Yep.
I was like, oh man, hey, I'm glad that I have the disc for that reason. So I haven't cut off physical, but I prefer the convenience big time, man. Like this Christmas I had my friends over. It was like 4 of us and we were playing the old systems, but like everything's just through hard drive, wireless controllers. I have adapters, Brooks adapters everywhere. And it was a fun time. And I did run into a couple hiccups, like, not having enough controllers charged or what. And then my friends were making fun of me because it wasn't seamless. I was like, hold on, wait. I go next time because I want to actually make that where I could play retro games convenient and not get up and get disc or buy stuff. That's what I'm more into, the clean look.
Yeah, get your Batocera build, bro.
It's more about the games. Like I said, like it doesn't. I feel like so many people shut themselves off to new ways of doing things. Like, you spoke about it just before we hit record, but like, just think if you one of those OG people and you missed out on the experience of playing a game like Metroid Prime on Dolphin. You get those updated textures, just the smoothing of the controls. You get so many quality of life changes that you cannot get in the original version of the game. But if you too stubborn to look past that, it's not the original, format, then you missing out on that. I think that's the part that I get hung up on. No matter how you playing it, as long as you finding some way to play it. And just for the game companies, my stance on that. Okay, if you gonna gatekeep your game, if you gonna remove it or delist it, at least update it and come out with a better version of what you just took away.
Yeah,
that's like a good idea. So we won't be doing that.
Nobody will be doing that. But classy. Perfect sense. But it's just like, if you gonna make this game so hard to get, just throw the folks a bone. Like, if you want to make some money off us, make the game fucking $60 again. We'll buy it because we know that's the only way we can get it. And y'all will get y'all money from it.
Yeah, it's retro market. Nostalgia, I ain't gonna lie. Nostalgia is an easy market, and these companies need to realize Nintendo has a little bit, Sega's doing a little bit, they're doing a little bit, and but there's it's a market. Obviously there's people buying shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Pokemon cards took the fuck off, dude.
Pokemon cards,
sports cards and stuff took off of nostalgia. The people that grew up on it got old and got got money. A lot of them ain't having kids, so got that disposable income.
Or even those that have kids.
Fucking Charizard, man. They want a goddamn Charizard. And they don't care if they pay $10,000 for it. They want it.
And
I think the physical media might be going away because, or it's going to be like a real limited thing because I recently went to GameStop
Oh
and that place
man,
was empty, man. I'm like,
R.I.P.
damn. I'm like, maybe it's just GameStop. And then I went to Best Buy. I'm like, damn, they don't hardly got no fucking games either.
His house is like GameStop right now. Nothing but Funko Pops. That's all.
I'm like,
right
that's
now.
all it is. Funko Pops and candy and random shit.
And T-shirts.
Like, where the fuck are they? I remember going to GameStop and it was wall to wall games. Like it would take 20, 30 minutes to sift through the used games. Yep. I looked at that shit in like 5 minutes. I'm like, dude, there's no fucking games in here.
Yeah.
Can I help you find anything? No, because it ain't shit in here.
Don't get the fuck out of my face, bro. Leave me alone.
This place is dying. Close that shit down.
Like 80 different titles.
Yeah.
Dude, that
used to have a big used bin in the middle, which is a mix of everything. You just go over there and sort. Oh man, I found this. Let me grab these 5. Like, nope, that shit's gone.
Midnight launches,
I'm like, holy
gone,
fuck.
everything.
Yeah.
Midnight launches, man. Yeah.
R.I.P.
We recently watched the Halo 3 midnight launch from New York.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man. You talk about a time to be alive, man. What do you it doesn't matter if it was Halo, Call of Duty, whatever major Madden every fucking year. Yeah. That was just like, you're there experiencing this moment with other gamers, talking about the game. I remember, what was that? Marvel vs. Capcom 3. That was a big midnight launch.
Making friends, man. And the Call of Duty midnight.
Oh, like the Smash Brothers Brawl. I went to that one.
Oh, I bet you that place smelled great.
But the point is, now midnight launch for Tekken 8. Yeah, right in front of your Steam. Is it out? All right, is it out? Yeah, okay.
Get it at 11. Get it at 11 or 10. All right, let's go. Boot it up.
Pre-download the day before.
That was magic, man. I remember literally like waiting in line at COD, like in high school, waiting in line to get COD. And I'd call Grant, like, hey, you get your copy? Yeah, I'd be speeding home, trying to hurry to get on. Mm-hmm. Get home, pop the disc in, do the little update. Let's get in the squad. Let's fucking go. I got like 3 hours if I need to be asleep. Like, let's get it. Now it's like, that shit, the magic is just gone. Oh, yeah, to be ready at 11. Boot it up. Yeah, you could do the fucking
no.
New Zealand trick. Do the New Zealand trick.
No. It's not 11 anymore. It's 3 p.m. You gotta let the workers wake up. We gotta get the servers going. We can't crunch them. We gotta worry about the devs. No, fuck that shit.
No, you're actually wrong. It's actually 3 days prior to whatever you thought.
Okay. There's that one. There's that one. There's that one too. There's that one too.
Oh, you want to play early? Oh, we got you. $30.
You pay $30 for 3 days of a broken.
But then that 3 days early, you gotta wait till 3 p.m. Pacific. Yeah. It's like what? No, that's like 8 p.m. for us. Like what?
And shit the servers on? Okay.
Yeah.
And then the servers are they're busted.
Once the general release happens, the servers are gone. It's like, well, not gonna be able to play today. All the fucking brokies are getting on.
Yeah.
Go ahead, take a little break.
But you see, that goes hand in hand with what we talking about. Like when you playing some of these games from back then, you ain't gotta worry about if the servers fucking crash. Is my No Mercy gonna crash if motherfucking Amazon Web Services is out?
Nope.
Hell no. I'm gonna be able to play my damn game. It's just, man, it was just a different time, man. Like I said, I still got all of my games. Mm-hmm. And just totes and stuff, and just looking through it and playing like different ones. Like
it's fun to it's fun to have a nice little game night. I mean, we had a game night recently, around December, right before Christmas, and we all were hanging out. We brought the modded Xboxes out, and you're speaking about convenience. That fucking CoinOps Massive is on there. Fucking 30K games are loaded in that bitch, and we just played everything, and then had to switch over there.
Do you know how crazy the logistics of that land would have been had we had to have the original version of all of them games?
If I can't, I would need a U-Haul.
We were just playing 2K and Madden.
Yeah, like dude,
niggas used to do that though, because I remember our first land. We showed up. Remember we had that, Kyle, Grant, in your basement? It was like 8 Nintendo Switches, Xbox, hella games, TVs.
But see that's a LAN though. That's different. Like that's a different the LAN party system link. That's another art that's gone.
Day, I remember that, dude. Like my cousin coming down.
Yeah, that's gone, dude. That art is that system link LAN shit's dead. Just get online.
Dude, you know what's crazy? I was actually talking to this about my friend. I know you guys are tight, but like, it's just like it's not the same. Or the social aspect, I feel like it's gone. It's gone more competitive. Everyone's kind of wanting to do their thing, but like the social aspect of just always getting on with your friends, always talking online, it seems like it's that part's even gone, man. Because we were talking about kind of exactly what you guys right now, and I was all, dude, even the social, we don't. Even if we're good friends that used to play back in the day, like, dude, they're coming out with the new Halo, and we try to act excited, and then we just like, we didn't even chat with each other.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It's not there anymore. It's not the same.
I just talked about this, and I just recently tried it for the first time today, Marvel Rivals, but this is just kind of like a tidbit of what you said. Like, I do not feel like playing these, hero shooters, these competitive shooters that are, 6v6, 5v5. That means if none of my friends are on, I have to battle with the odds of finding 4 or 5 other normal functioning human beings who are actually going to be social and be normal during the game.
Yeah.
The chances of that happening is like 0 in 2025, bro. You either gonna get a troll, a griefer, somebody playing music, a racist. I give up.
Don't worry. In Marvel Rivals, none of them talk, so you'll never know it. They'll just sit there and ping you, and you be like, "Guys, can you hear me?" And then at the end of the match, you be like, "Shut the fuck up!" And then spaz out on you right before they can.
You forgot the N word after "shut the fuck up."
I didn't want to throw that in there.
Oh, okay.
I said the wrong word. Variant.
Guys, look, I tell you, look, the community aspect of gaming is so powerful. Godly, same hometown, but became good friends with him through gaming. Based. He's my best friend IRL. Met him online, Xbox 360 through gaming.
That's badass.
A boss used to work at my local game store that I used to go
Yeah.
my games from.
Yeah. We used to.
Yeah.
He was the old guy that thought he knew how to hang it with us in Mortal Kombat and Gears.
Everybody gaming, bro.
Like when I tell you, it could be a show on how this group came together. Like,
yeah, we could literally do our own
me
show.
being the person like out of town, like out of all the people, who else is like me and Sean are like the only people that are really like not in the Chicago area.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where motherfuckers was like, because I've known him since 7th grade, and motherfuckers is looking for me at the school. Like, where Hakeem at? Where's he? Don't go here. He don't even live here.
But he knows everything.
Everybody?
He knows the scoop, everything that's going on in our neighborhood.
Like, I remember when
Godly
funny. Came into like the interaction. They had like this big tournament at their school and shit.
Oh,
they were all
yeah.
We're training online, playing Brawl. Like, yeah, it's this dude. I think his name's, real name's XYZ. He's pretty good, man. He's good at Halo 2. We got to practice and train up. And I remember them coming home because, I'm waiting for him to get home. I'm like, man, y'all win? Man, we lost to this damn Mexican dude, man. He does. Y'all lose to him, man. We was practicing all week and shit.
I remember
that.
It
was just hilarious, man. And then next, he like a new challenger approaches, and now he's in the crew. And I challenged him at Rock Band and Guitar Hero. Biggest mistake. Dude, he destroyed me. I'll never do that again.
Guitar Hero. I was like, shit.
Yeah, he's trash now, but he used to be good.
My virgin powers are gone, but I'm gonna get them back. I told the kids and the wife, stay over there.
What's kind of crazy about Gali? He has we make fun of him like us old men that talk to him. We say he's got an old person inside him because he knows so much about fucking retro, man. And I've actually met up with Gali in person. I got to meet him in person.
Galloping Ghost. And Musty Ghost.
Yeah, broken.
Oh man, playing the old school arcades and shit.
Like what?
Cool.
1/5 of the machines actually worked. Did the heat or the air work when you went? Because last time I went, half of the building didn't have air.
We were good. We had air.
No, it was AC. AC worked. AC did work, but it was funny because that's where he tried garlic fries for the first time.
Dude, life changing, dude. I didn't know they existed.
Your life did change. Your arteries got clogged a little bit. See, in Chicago, we not only do the bullets and the guns kill you here, the food kills you too.
Right. If anyone's listening, and if anyone's been going to Galloping Ghost, so the people listening, go right by it. There's a place called Mr. Submarine.
Mr. Submarine. Let's go.
Your sandwich is gonna be the shit. But make sure you get garlic fries. You won't even remember your trip over there at Galloping Ghost. You gotta remember the garlic fries. And Gali is the one setting you up on it because he's the reason I know about it. I'm all about it, man.
I was like, you hungry?
Trip there.
He was like, yeah, let's go. Yeah, I was like, all right, bro, we're going to this spot.
He just made me want to slide to go get some garlic.
Dude.
Yeah, them bitches are good.
I don't want life changing.
Let's see if we get to the sponsor of our podcast.
Hey, I can go hit him up right now.
Sponsored by Mr. Sub.
Mr. Sub garlic fries.
Yeah.
Let me get that. Let me get that king size half corned beef, half pastrami, extra oil, and heavy cheese, no onion, with a large garlic fry. All right, folks. That's how you order. Yeah, that's how you order.
Crazy though. That was the best arcade, of course, I've ever been to. But I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm going through a stage that I love playing arcade games, but it's like we were talking about earlier, there's many ways. It's not as fun going to the arcades as it was back in the day. Never will be. And it's fun playing with your friends, or like when I played with Gali, we played a couple games. That was cool. But it's like, even that, dude, like I talk to other people that are hardcore into arcades, and it seems like after a while, you just kind of like, I have real ones behind me. I went through my phase. I'm done with it. And
that's one hell of a fucking phase. You got straight bangers back there. God damn.
Dude, I have a little space, and I ended up doing the arcade 1-ups, and that's the gateway. And then I wasn't happy. I was never happy. So I got the real things.
Really?
And when you get the real things after a while, you're like, it's like whatever.
So I'll admit though, KI 1-up. Oh man. As much as I don't like the buttons or whatever, I think the KI 1-up is legit. Only because you can play online. And you can't play online in that game in no other way. Yeah. Even because the Xbox took it down. And then when it was up, it was like this fake online where like I'm beating boss on my screen, and on his screen he's beating my ass. I'm like, why is it desynced on the Xbox? Like, so like that shit. I remember. I'll never forget. We were playing. I was like, bro, you fucking suck, block, bitch, block, bitch. And I'm talking. And then we both, since Xbox had to record that feature, we both sent our clips to each other, and I'm like, nigga, I didn't even pick that character. Like, it was a whole different match. I was like, what is this?
What was that game? Xbox arcade game where it's like Doritos Crash Course, where you're like racing and it's your friend's score, but it's just their after image. See, that's what y'all was fighting each other. Y'all was fighting y'all ghost images.
Yeah, it was literally.
Time. Dude, you know what? That game's online was broken too, because me and who was it that was trying to play? I don't know if it was Worst Jago or if it was UAG. It was right before the arcade 1-up came up. It was like during that time.
Yeah.
We decided to go on and play it, and we couldn't get the invite to friend feature to work. But if we both just joined the game, since no one's on it, we would be able to play.
No, you couldn't invite. You had since the old Xbox Live parties were weird when they first launched. You have to both be in a party, and then just host a match, and it'll just put you in the game. It was weird. It, like if you just had to be in the party, it was some weird shit, bro. Bro, Xbox was so weird. Launch Xbox One was so weird, bro. Like it. But yeah, so I give this cabinet props because it's the best way to play it online, at least with online. Button wise, okay, you get some new buttons, but it's fine because it's KI. You're not doing wave dash combos and resets. Like it's everything's a fucking charge move, damn near. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's okay. Now the other shit,
it's a classic game that never came out. There's no other option. The Xbox One. It was cool, but it had bugs. It was people that did it. Code Mystics, yeah. There was some bugs in that one, like on that idle stage. You get stuck in that bridge.
Oh yeah, you both get stuck on one side. Yep.
Yeah, stuff like that. Those are little bugs, but it was cool, man. I had a practice mode. That was fun about it. But other than that, like the arcade 1-up is superior in every other way.
And it's weird to say that when you talk about it.
Let me ask OTG another question, because we can get back to the retro stuff. So remember the NES Classic, right?
Oh yeah.
And the SNES Classic, right? So I remember when those things first, were announced, like, oh, cool, 30 games, HD, $60, right? That sounds affordable. And, let me go cop one. We all remember what happened. $300, on eBay, everyone's scalping them, all this bullshit, right? That was the beginning of me saying, let me get modded consoles. Because, like, why am I spending $200 on this? Well, I can just go on eBay, get a modded Xbox with CoinOps 7, and have not only all the NES games, Super Nintendo, PlayStation 1, so on and so forth, right? Those things aren't always perfect, but what would you say is the best way to go about, like console moddings? Because the average person, they think of console mod, they think they can just play the current games now. They don't think big. Or I hate to say it, they're like, that's not their controller. I went to old school because it was just 2 buttons. Like, well, how would you guide them through like that
EverDrive.
that wall of just like, yeah, getting through it for a modern gamer?
All right, so a modern gamer wanting to play the retro consoles on original hardware modding, is that what you're talking about?
Either play on
Or
a
like I
modded
say,
console.
really, he's really saying like if you have that itch, like the non-gamer that wants to go back, like oh, I really want to play NES, and you're like, okay, and they think the NES Classic might be the best option for $400 or $500 on eBay, but it's really not the best way to do it. So I guess he's asking, what's your take on that?
Oh man, I don't know, man. It just depends on the person if they want to play like original hardware, and just there's ways to do it where, like you said, the EverDrive.
Yeah.
But to make it the simplest, are you trying to say? Because dude,
let me ask you what's your take on it. Yeah, what's your take on it? Because I know, like for example, that's when when I used the word properly, I was woke at that point. Like I'm not I'm not about to spend this amount of money on this when I could get this and get so much more. Y'all are foolish for spending all this money on a copy of Mega Man 4 on eBay. Like, bro, they have these things right here. Buy a collection. It makes me sick that they'll put out a Street Fighter collection, this collection, and the original games are still, they never go down in price really.
No, like, you know what's the option? I would say it's a little more hardcore, but I would really suggest anyone just look into and doing if you want to play at least from PlayStation 1 and below is you're gonna the Mister. That's the best way
you told me about that
way to play things. So basically the Mister plays the FPGA, so it's gonna be the closest to original hardware. If they want to get hardcore into it, they can, but you could play that on a modern TV with HDMI, or you can play it on a CRT. There's different ways of doing it. Like I said, it's a device, but you could put all those ROMs in it with arcade ROMs. There's developers that work on these cores for free. So there's a script in there that's constantly being updated. It's a project that's constantly being worked on, and man, you can play Nintendo 64 perfectly. You can hook up the modern controllers from the Switch, the 64 ones. You can even hook up original controllers with certain adapters, and everything is perfect because emulation, man, it's a hit or miss. And with those, you can play Sega Saturn nearly perfect. It's almost there. Like I wouldn't notice it. Everyone's saying it's like pretty perfect, but the guy's still working on the core, doing little updates here and there. And you kind of like, it's a community. You follow those developers and you see what they're doing. They're doing arcade accurate fucking ROMs on there, or I don't want to call them emulators, but what they're doing with the FPGA, it's like what they do is they get the actual physical board and they emulate the hardware. So
that runs it. Yeah.
Crazy accurate.
That's a real, that's reverse engineering almost, right?
Yeah. And I think that's the future of it. So I would just recommend, because those used to be kind of expensive. You would probably spend maybe, I'm guessing, 400 plus to get into it, like really get into it. But now there's a guy named Taki on Twitter, and he made a clone board that is like exactly like it. If not, fucking, you could argue it might even be better. But the best people in the community have tested it, and they're proving it. And that whole setup is like 150. It's more affordable.
Okay.
And it's got like a more modern power source, and it's just like it's badass. So it's becoming cheaper. So that's why I would recommend, like, you're gonna invest under 200. You can play all these consoles. Play with all the controllers you want. It's just a little box, man. And
that might be for the next game night. Hold on. Oh shit!
I was kind of looking at it on the side over here on the website right here. It looks pretty cool because I'd never heard of that.
He told me about it. No, he told me about it, but I was like,
Wii, like PlayStation.
Yeah, I've gotten so used to just emulating on the computer via like retro arch or whatever. Didn't know that this thing even existed. But
all right, here the flex.
It's a project, so it's like 3 boards, right?
Okay.
And I have a case for it right here, the Mister.
Yep.
So
so that
3 boards. One's an IO board right here, so it's got VGA out.
Okay.
And then this is the main board right here, so it's got HDMI out here. You got all your USB, so I plug in all my 8-bit DOS and stuff like that. There are 2.4 gigahertz.
Right. Okay.
So like Mike Tyson's Punch Out and stuff like that requires like 0 lag. That's why people prefer it on the Mister. It's very comparable to the original hardware. And then the bottom one is the USB board, but like this whole sandwich thing right here costs a shitload of money for a while. But now with that clone, I would just tell more people to look into it. It's a cheap way to play games accurate.
We might have to put some links in the description for that.
Yeah, we might have to
spend some money.
Yeah,
some money.
It saves space. You're playing all your consoles. You're playing. There's Atari and television. There's even old school PCs. I was playing like Doom on the PC there.
But wait, OG PC?
Yeah, I was doing all the commands and shit like that. It's so funny, dude. I was like looking up stuff, remembering back then playing some DOS games. But it's got Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega. It's got TurboGrafx. It's got Saturn, of course. Everything I said. 64, PS2, everything below. I mean, not PS2. Sorry,
PS1. Yeah,
PS1. Oh man,
damn,
it's the shit, dude. It's gonna get better. There's already talks of another company coming and gonna work on more powerful hardware. So man, that's the way I would say get into it. The cheapest.
So, damn, that's all in one. That's damn near all in one.
Yeah,
I agree.
You gotta kind of do it yourself, like put in your ROMs, but other than that,
I mean, that's kind of. I mean, that's
kind of the standard.
That's because like if you bought an EverDrive. You have to get the console, and then you have to get the actual controller, all that shit, and you still have to do the setup for that as well, the folder setup, all that, you know. So, yeah,
if you modded
a Steam Deck, yeah. So like, you have to do setup, you know. And there's a lot of tutorials. I'm surprised OTG doesn't have a tutorial up. That'd be crazy, you know.
You know what's funny? I don't like doing tutorials, dude.
People be like, you didn't, but you didn't tell me how to. You didn't tell me how to. You motherfucker! Unsubscribe.
In the comment, frantically typing, trying to help everybody. Well, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. Oh god!
How many people start asking for help? I did one tutorial on the GameCube and how to do the mod there, the OD mod.
Yeah,
where you can use the SD card, and there's a lot of questions. I just can't answer them. So I personally don't like recording them. It's kind of boring and. I don't know, man. Maybe I'll do tutorials someday, but I like going over it more, showing it off and what you can.
You should
explain certain ways.
You should
tutorials.
Flex.
Real quick. Okay, so someone like me that's obviously have modded systems, I pretty much know how to run stuff on my computer. But like, what if I want to get to the next level? I want to do some stuff myself. What would be your best tips or strategies for someone who has zero idea how to solder? Will be like the things you need to learn to do to actually mess with this type of stuff, because that's the scary part. Like you know, melting wire. Like, well, you just fucked up everything now.
Practice with this, brother.
It's just like there's a lot of modding that are soft mods, like the PS3. You can mod a PS3 super easy.
Yep.
Literally following, you go to the web browser and follow a tutorial video, and you'll have your PS3 modded. And then you got systems like the PS2 that are like it's injected in the memory card. You can go that route.
Boot, shout out.
If anyone was getting hardcore to mods, I would suggest going easy, soft mods. When you're ready to start doing soldering wires, the best thing is jump into it. Don't do it on your console. Maybe practice soldering just by yourself, some resistors together, anything you can practice on, just whatever, a board that's no good.
This is what I practice on.
Learn how to do it. Just go for it. You're gonna make mistakes, and part of like life is making mistakes and learning from them. Even me, like I've not the best at soldering, but I've been doing it a long time. It's kind of my background. I just never talked about it, but on YouTube, whatever. I just always talk, games or drama, whatever. I never that's what I've been doing forever. So I said, you know what? Let me incorporate a little bit of that. But like, if I could teach somebody, is just do it, and that's it. Don't be afraid and learn. You got the most useful tool, YouTube. Just get into it.
YouTube Academy,
YouTube University. Yep.
That's the best, man. That's how I learned.
I got several degrees from that
man. Crazy.
What another question? So you guys talked about earlier with physical media for grandfather, and you're fully digital, right?
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of this type of stuff. So you'll have, I don't know, like a game like Signalis, right?
Yeah.
Digital game. Love this. I'm an indie guy, whatever, right? So this game is done. No more patches that I'm aware of. It should be on here, right? However, then you have games like this. If I pop in Overwatch, what's gonna happen? It's going to be Overwatch 2. This game does not exist anymore. So, what is your take on the physical versus digital?
That's a good question. Would it be Overwatch 2?
You said what?
Yeah.
Would it be Overwatch 2?
Yeah, it'll update it to Overwatch 2. Yeah.
It's like Call of Duty. That's all that weird stuff now.
Yeah.
My thing is, it's up to the person, man. I
Mhm.
think as a gamer, you should know if you're buying an online game that's always online, whether you want to buy physical discs. The only reason in that case would be so you could sell it. It has value that you could resell versus digital. You can't. But
Yes.
if I buy a game that I know I'm gonna like online, I always buy digital just for convenience because it's always gonna be updating. I don't need to put up with that. I'm not gonna sell it. But I understand for the people that are like, oh, I just want to always have something. So if I don't want to use it, I could sell it. But those are worthless. So kind of, unless you're gonna sell it quick,
Yeah.
it's pointless on buying those. But it's all up to the person. I personally, online games, always buy those digital.
You know, the crazy thing is, the irony is the system for 7 years I should have all digital is the Switch, which is the one I have more physical games than anything for.
Yeah,
because they
Well,
retain their value for some reason.
and
Yeah.
they're more complete. Most
They're more
of them.
complete. They retain their value like crazy. You know, a game like this at GameStop or whatever is fucking useless. This copy of Siege is nothing. Like when you pop it in now, you get update.
No, that's actually great. To look, I think this is one of those very small cases that you can make for a game. Like this is probably one of the only ways you can go back and play any of Vanilla Siege through having that physical disc.
Yeah.
You can't roll back any of the shit that we got now.
But you have to
Even if
uninstall
you
the
did,
game.
the game will probably be like ridiculously terrible. But it's just like in certain cases where a game has like changed, like, but I can't get mad at a game not working when I bought it knowing it's an online game.
True.
Like, sorry, Concord purchasers. I know it was only 2 weeks, but y'all motherfuckers bought an online game and it don't work no more because it got shut down. I don't know what like people like. If you, I don't know. Just like motherfucker, if you had the physical Netflix disc for streaming back in the day and Netflix ceases to exist, you can't pop it in and fucking stream Netflix. It's gone.
Yeah, you know, back in our day, update was Street Fighter 2, Championship Edition, Turbo, Super Turbo, and then Hyper. Those were your updates. 50 cents a pop.
Look, so I'm a little bit younger. So can y'all answer this for me? Were people mad back then where they kept spamming y'all with new games for these minor ass updates? Because I think that's crazy.
No, we were hyped. We were
hyped, dude.
Hyped.
It was different.
So hyped. Dude, all right, you gotta remember
The game, dude. The game would sell more.
Y'all getting scammed.
World Warrior had 8 characters. You couldn't like repick the same, I think, and you couldn't
Nope.
pick boss characters.
No mirror matches.
So when Championship Edition came out, that was the biggest deal ever. You could play as the bosses. Oh my god! And dude, it was huge. 4 extra players.
And then Turbo came out, new moves, new color,
Dude,
it's faster.
The moves was different.
4 new
games wasn't cheap back then. I'd have seen like $70, $80 Street Fighter. Man, y'all was getting scammed.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny about back then? I always tell people because they want to. A lot of people younger want to use it as an argument to like that games. It's okay for games to go up past $70, $60, whatever.
Yeah,
that's 70 now. And look at back then, the games were really expensive. Well, back then we didn't have that many choices. We literally rarely got a game. Like me, I got a game like twice a year. Like maybe I was lucky.
Yeah,
We would rent the games all the
birthday,
time.
Christmas.
That was the other difference. Yeah, it was birthday, Christmas, honor rolls.
The right game, boy, because you stuck with that motherfucker for 8 to 12 months at any given time.
Yeah, I would pick the right way. I would usually go with the Street Fighter, Mario, or some shit, man. Yeah, the good old days.
Man.
And that's the crazy thing about the whole renting of games. No one really bought games really like that back then. You were lucky to get, like I said, 2 games. Maybe you got on the honor roll. Maybe you get another one, right? This is where Golly, we're not going to have this debate right now. It's not that show, but this is where Golly and I have this disagreement when it comes to Game Pass. It goes back to your point, OTG, earlier. You said, I'm going to buy a game that's online only. I'm not going to trade it in, right? So when Game Pass first came out, like, wait a minute, you may tell me for $120, I can get Gears of War 5, whatever, right? Let's say Gears 5. I was going to buy that game regardless, right? So that's $60 I was going to spend. So for another $60, I get access to 99 other games. Yeah, this is a good fucking deal. And guess what? Eventually, I have Gears 5 physical, but for the time, I was able to play the game plus a bunch of other shit. Because you know why? We were renting at Blockbuster, Hollywood Video, buying your used games at Game Crazy.
Yeah.
And it's the same cycle. In fact, once again, like you said, we didn't have that many games back then. You know how many games came out on Steam last year alone? Just give me a guess. Everyone give me a guess. How many games came out on Steam?
Get your round table.
$3,500. Or 3,500 games.
Man, I think it was 13,000. I forgot what.
I was gonna say like 20,000.
No, OTG is right there on the mark. 13,000 games.
Damn.
13,000 games on Steam last year. How many games were on the Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64 combined? You know, think about that shit, dude.
Yeah, but those games don't even count, dude. That like 12,000 of them, 12,800 of them are fucking porn magazines, visual novels,
fuck simulators.
Like fucking jerk off games, fucking all that shit. Like, dude,
I understand what you're saying.
You act like 13,000 Call of Duties and Elden Rings came out.
I said that. I just said there was 13. There's a lot of shit games on all those consoles back in the day, dude. You know that. In fact, how many sports games we used to have back then?
Yeah, we did have a lot of sports games. We had 10 basketball games.
You replace sports games for tits games now. So you got the same amount of trash on our generation to what they give out now. The bottom line is there's just more games now than ever before. There's too many choices.
Yep.
It pisses me off to no end when my little nephews would not come to my house. They'll jump on my Xbox, play one game, got beat, next game, play one other game, next game. I don't like this game, next game. Like, bro, can you stop jumping from game to game? Because, you know, like us, we rented Friday 13th on Nintendo. Guess we're stuck playing all fucking weekend.
Yes, no choice.
No choice.
What you're playing.
This is what you're playing. This game's trash, but this is all I got. So I'm gonna get good at this thing.
The youngest because they got choices and you didn't.
Right. First of all, you didn't like Friday 13th because it was a skill issue. You're a fucking trash at it. Secondly, don't get mad. Like Kyle said, don't get mad at these young motherfuckers, these YNs.
No, here's the thing. I understand. I'm not mad at them, but here's the thing, though, dude. It's so hard to make them care about our games. It's so hard to make them care about a Final Fantasy. They didn't grow up with that shit. They don't care about that stuff.
Well, they don't have time for that either.
What do you mean they don't have time? What do you mean they don't have time?
Dude, old school RPG. Dude, an old school RPG versus a modern RPG. It's like a 400 or 500 hour difference.
Dude. Donkey just dropped the video. It took him 8 years to beat Persona 5, dude. Come on, bro.
That's because Donkey's a content creator. So his job is to make videos, edit videos. Now he has a whole game company. There's a lot of context that's not missing from this.
So you're saying, in essence, we're fucked now, right? Because we're content creators? Damn it.
Yeah. I hope you enjoyed gaming.
I think this is with anybody that has access to a lot of games. You're always going to be like, when there's too many, you find nothing to play, or you just don't have the same passion.
Yeah.
I do that with all my, like, sometimes if I run a Raspberry Pi, it has too many games, I don't even play anything. I just scroll and I'm like, man, I don't even want to play. But I saw this short of this guy. He's really popular. He's like a retro. He's been making shorts. That's how I forget his name. That's how I discovered him. But he said something. He bought those Game Boys for his son. They're supposed to be really good Game Boys. I'm not sure if they're FPGA, but they're supposed to be really good. They look like the original. And he said his son is on the PS5, just always going through games and stuff like that. That he went on a road trip and gave him one game to pick out his collection. And he has 2 kids. And he says that one kid just like turned it on, but he had no choice. So he kept playing it and playing it, and he ended up liking it. And then he doesn't want to put it down. He wants to finish it. But he says at first he put it down, but went back to it because he had no choice.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like that's what took him to love the game, was
that's how it used to be.
Only having that game and that's it.
Yeah, true.
Choice. And he would have put it down before if it weren't for that.
I remember one specific game. I'm a little bit younger than y'all. That happened to me like that same exact thing. We were going on a road trip. I got to pick one DS game, and I picked Mr. Driller Drill Spirits.
Ooh,
I was like, what the fuck is this game?
Yeah,
and that shit was so good. By the time we made it to Florida, I couldn't stop playing like that. If you've never played that game, it is raw as hell.
Yeah,
Mr. Driller's cool game. One more question, because I know we might.
How many one more questions?
No.
Every question you
Grand old time. Right. I got a question I gotta ask him that I actually wrote down and took notes.
All right, good.
You said one more question 4 questions ago.
Yeah, you did.
I'm being the guy that's asking the questions to start dialogue.
Okay. One more question. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Ask questions.
God damn. This ain't the R. Kelly interview, nigga. Damn.
All right, now.
Come on, man. All right, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Anyway,
go ahead, boss. Go ahead, man. Enjoy yourself.
You know what? I almost forgot my damn question now. Thanks
Oh my god.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Fucking rookie. No, don't blame me. Yeah. He didn't write his shit down.
That is true. That is on
I'm having an organic conversation over here.
Orgasmic conversation. Calm down, brother. Calm down. All right, man. Go ahead, bro.
No more questions? I'm going to ask my question. I got two questions.
Go for it.
So I think you might have answered it earlier. What made you want to start modding consoles?
Oh man, I've always had that love for taking things apart. Actually, what made me go into that career back in the day was having a broken Super Nintendo, and I just opened it up and couldn't put it back together. But modding, it was playing games for free. Really, during that time, it was the coolest concept. I had saw emulation, and it was like that was super cool. So the fact that a console could be modded, and I want to say my first one modded was the PSP, which is still one of the best handhelds ever.
Ever.
I was playing NES games at work.
Oh yeah.
Mega Man 2.
Oh yeah.
Shit, I could not stop. That was the best
Nintendo games on Sony, right? Yeah. I know, right?
That time right there was emulation being portable. The PSP was a way advanced console. You could once you could add your own movies in there if you converted them correctly on your PC. You could listen to music. You could put in whatever games. Dude, I was going crazy over that system, dude. I was so into it. I had like a little case for it, briefcase. I was all silly, dude.
Stop.
Listen to
You Nintendo DS do that, boss?
No,
you can pick the chat.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't crying or trying to mod my sister to play Sony games on there. I was playing Nintendo games and Game Boy Advance games on there. People buy PSPs. Oh, look at me, y'all! I'm playing Super Mario World. You got that new Def Jam? Nah, I ain't got no games, but I got Raw. I got
okay, chat. All right. Sorry, viewers. Please do not unsubscribe. Please don't give us a downvote because this brain dead person on our
once again, listen up, people. Hey, everyone who owned a PSP, the first fucking thing they talk about is playing fucking Nintendo games on there.
No, I was playing NBA Street. I was playing Def Jam. I was playing Siphon Filter. Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat Unchained. Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection. Man, shut the fuck up, bro. We was playing Soul Calibur.
Dude, I worked with like 30 techs, right? Picture 30 techs just all around each other. About 6 of us had PSPs. One guy had the DS, and we made fun of him so much for the DS because he didn't have a nice screen. His was he was playing the box shit, and he was playing the Advance Wars. We're like, what the fuck are those graphics?
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah! That's the reason why these games are Sony. So these games cost $300 million. Yeah, because all you graphic whores are now you're reaping what you sow nowadays. Because all you little pixel games that are hot like Balatro, Vampire Survivors, those are the games that are running the industry, not your big time movie games.
He's triggered. He's so triggered.
Yeah. So
he's so triggered.
I would tell you, I remember playing Madden Portable.
Ooh,
what did Madden look like portable? Was it on the DS? I don't know.
It looked like shit.
Nobody played it.
Yeah, no. Because
Ray Lewis looked like Rayman on the DS version.
Probably did.
Dude, like shit, just like the rest of those games.
I remember playing
Lewis looked like Rayman.
PSP was so cool, they ported their best games to PS2, rendering that console useless to me. Wow, Final Fantasy.
How cool it was? There was all us techs. We could be playing each other Street Fighter Alpha right there. We were playing Alpha 3.
With Mario Kart DS.
We didn't need a wire.
Yeah, no, yeah, what, yeah. To say he wanted to be able to share his one copy with all his broken. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Come on, I got the copy. I got the
copy. Shaolin versus Wu-Tang, you ain't even gotta own that game. Get on.
Oh, okay. Don't everyone game share in here? Oh, I thought so. Shut up.
So is he backing up the DS?
Yes. Yeah, with the little the thing that came with that plastic toothpick. Yeah.
It's called
put it underneath it.
Oh my god, you guys are ridiculous.
He was a shit.
He was playing WarioWare Touch, blowing on the microphone.
We had the little UMDs, man, playing movies and shit.
Shit, dude. We're real grown man shit. Man.
Remember PSP Go? Yeah, that worked out really well.
Dude,
right?
bro.
Everyone had a PSP by then. No one wanted it.
Nah.
Yeah.
Underrated PSP feature, man. I know everybody spent so much time figuring out what fire ass background they was gonna put on that shit, boy. Yep. Man, I had a whole
man, so much porn. Oh man.
Yep, exactly. Y'all the real perverts.
Yeah.
Dude, PlayStation portable
computer to us. Those nothing.
Dude, I should check, bro. I should check my MySpace on my PSP, bro. Yeah. Like, what the fuck, dude? You don't understand.
Were you blasting your music?
I couldn't have a MySpace, and I would get on my PlayStation Portable and check my MySpace every night. So they would check the computer. Like, come on now. That shit.
Dude, the Switch doesn't even have a browser, bro. Like, come on, bro. The PSP literally Bro, the PSP literally out features the Switch, bro. That's how ahead of the time it is, bro. It's way ahead.
How many more of those things they made? They made a Vita. Y'all didn't buy that one.
We bought it. We all bought it. We bought it. Yeah, no, we bought it.
Oh, they got a portable. That's cool. That you can't put games on that one. Is that one on PS5? Oh, I forgot. They're adding it. You know what? We're talking retro. Let's stay on topic.
It is retro.
It is.
PS Vita.
Yeah, it is retro.
Yeah, PSP is better than Vita.
It's PlayStation 1. It's PlayStation 1. 30th anniversary. Yeah, look at that.
That's badass, dude.
Cool.
Yeah, I got the console the 30th anniversary, man.
Damn, he just.
I wanted the Pro so bad.
Oh yeah, me too. No, I'm saying I love the 30th anniversary. I know some people didn't like it. It's not the exact gray, but I think it's all dope.
Still the concept. We're celebrating Sony and its greatness, bro. And
yeah, Xbox didn't celebrate shit. Mortal Kombat gave us a video for the 30th,
slideshow. It was a slideshow. And everybody, well, the only video was them saying thank you, but that's all you get for keeping that. Mortal Kombat was literally an indie game, and we carried it for 30 years, and you get a slideshow. Yeah. Street Fighter literally gave you a collection. They came out with 1-up cabinets, all this support. I mean, there's a Mortal Kombat cabinet, but no one gives a fuck about it. Like, it's just, yeah, dude. These companies don't give a fuck, bro. No, they don't give a fuck, dude.
Okay, so this is a good segue into my next, and I guess my final question, because I don't want to be a boss and ask 50,000 last questions.
Yeah.
You've been on YouTube for quite a while. October 14th, 2018, exact date that you uploaded your first YouTube video. And you're currently at 299 videos. Do you have anything big planned for your 300th YouTube video, or do you just not even
You know what's so funny? I gave up on YouTube for a while, man, and I kind of feel like I've given up on it. Like, I don't really upload any content. I felt like I could have grown a lot more. I was doing really well at one point, and I just kind of stopped because just the community was very, very toxic at that time. And I'm like, dude, I don't even need to deal with this. So I felt like I needed to chill, and I the last maybe 2 or 3 years, I just really took a chill mode on YouTube, and I don't even look at my stuff like that anymore. But now that you mentioned that, man, it would be pretty cool. Maybe I will, dude. Just because I have not talked to my audience in a long time. I pretty much let that channel kind of go. And I used to talk to my audience back in the day. I would just hit record, and twice a week I had to put out a video, and a lot of them were me just talking what I'm going through, what I think's going on. And maybe I'll just surprise people and out of nowhere do one of those videos. But thank you for bringing that up to me, because I have not paid attention to those numbers.
Damn, that's sick.
Not only is the podcast.
I did some research, man. And I had one more question, and I'm going to ask it. What the hell is a one wheel? I watched the video, whatever, because you posted
That's his
some
shit,
videos
dude.
like a week or two ago,
Dude, that's
and I was
his
like,
shit, dude.
"Well, I never
Ooh.
saw that in my life." Like,
my
I
God.
didn't. And
We
I watched
can't.
the whole video.
Okay, base guy. You know why we don't know about that? Because you can't
That's
do
a-
that in Illinois with the roads, the weather.
Yeah. Oh, dude, what?
Yeah.
You can do it in any road, dude. There's people
Nah,
that ride.
our
It
shit
looks
is
cool as
broke.
fuck.
Dude,
But like, I never saw that before. Like,
Alright.
it literally just has one fat ass wheel in the middle. Like,
All right,
at
so
first I
And you-
pictured the hoverboard, but
a one wheel is the craziest thing you will ever experience, especially if you like board sports. It was made by this guy Kyle. He went to CES and he wanted to show off what he made. So he loved snowboarding so much that he can't snowboard over here where it doesn't snow in California because he's from, I think, he's from Canada. So he made a self-balancing board. That board, it's gonna cost you maybe for anywhere from, depends what model you want. Like the good ones that are like probably from $2,000 to $3,000. They're
Damn.
pricey. So they're very expensive, but you will never understand the feeling you get because you get on that wheel. It's a go-kart wheel. And I've ridden electric skateboards. I rode regular skateboards for a long time. And now that I'm older, it's like that balancing board it balances a lot of it for you. It still takes skill, still takes work, but it literally, they describe it as floating. That's what they say. You get into the sense of float. You're just hitting those bumps you hit, Gali. It's just, it feels so smooth, man. On a
We don't
board,
have bumps.
and
We
it's
have
so much
we have
fun.
we have meteor. It like you know where when Superman landed.
Man.
You're like we have that. That's that's the highways.
Nah.
We got Dragon Ball Crater too.
Potholes over here is on Zillow. You can get a
Yeah.
2 big, 2 bad pothole at any given time.
Man,
not lying.
but you know what? All right, this is where a lot of people ride. People in the snow ride in the snow with these. What's really cool
Damn.
is it's really made for the trails. So I go off road. Like I didn't know these trails existed. There's one video I may put out where I went to a trail and you're going in the road, rocks and all this. So they're trying to make it into a board sport where they're literally like doing competitions. Like it looks like Excite Bike. They're catching air and shit on hills and shit.
Damn.
It's ridiculous.
That sounds fun.
So every year, this company has a thing they call Race for the Rails. So they do these professional races, commentators. They got drones all over the place so you could see the racers going at it. And it's literally an obstacle course through the forest, man. It's
Damn.
fucking crazy, dude. So it's becoming like a board sport. Like if you guys know anything about skateboarding when it first started, they were just like skating, and then you had the freestylers that were doing crazy tricks, doing other stuff that was different, and that's how skateboarding like branched out. That's kind of the way it is here. There's people doing racing, and then you got this other group of people that are doing freestyling, doing tricks that you've never seen. It's wild, dude. So it's a futuristic board sport, I think, that looks silly, but once you're on it, dude, you'll. I used to make fun of people on those. Till my friends
now-
tell me you need to get one. You need to get
You're
one.
gonna make me do some research.
Bro, it looks cool as fuck. but I
Nah,
was like,
dude,
I've never heard this
OTG.
one live.
Okay, I always say I say he shills it, but he does it in a good way where it's like you literally are gonna be like, damn, I want this shit. Like I'm like, damn, it looks cool.
Look it up, you know?
No, because like we're in we have a group chat. We have an Illuminati group chat. And he fucking sends us videos like, "Hey guys, look at the weather, woohoo!" And he's just fucking riding the one wheel. I'm like, damn, you can't do that shit here. One, the roads are trash. Two, somebody gonna steal that shit at gunpoint. And three, it just it don't work. It just, but I would love to have that type of shit, dude.
Yeah. You know, it's funny when you say that. I kind of still think of my neighborhood, and I don't really think how bad it is. But I remember I've never seen a ghetto till I've been to Chicago, so I believe you, man. I believe the roads can be bad. Probably not like here, but yeah, Chicago's something different, man.
It is. I try to tell people avoid it at all costs.
A real Fallout 3.
Yeah, it's Fallout 3, GTA, PvP, Kalid. Think of all the anything in gaming. Yeah, dude. Anything.
You just said Kalid.
Yeah. Kalid, dude. It's all that shit, dude. Yeah, it's rough.
I have one more question.
Okay.
It'd be generic, real quick. So I saw you had a couple videos on OG Xbox. We could talk about that a whole nother day.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I'm down a whole episode for that.
Yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
we did an episode. Didn't we do an episode where we
Yeah.
shilled the Xbox?
Yeah. Give me your top 4, man. Like the games you gotta have on the Xbox. OG
on
Xbox.
an OG modded? Okay.
Man. Dude, you asked me a hard question I was
I know.
not ready for.
Ooh, that is rough.
Got him.
All right. So are you telling me just like what I think are the top on that system, or the
They
top
don't have
that
to be
I'll play.
exclusive or whatever, just like your personal. You know what I mean? Like these games, like I gotta have. If I just
On
go into a pawn
Xbox.
shop, Xbox, OG Xbox, like, I need these games.
Yeah.
Man, dude, I'm not gonna be able to answer that because I back in the day, the Halos were the shit, but I prefer to play those in Master Chief Collection.
Of course.
At first, the first Halo just really means a lot to me because when I got it, and I had never played a game like that, and it was the first story / shooter that I just really, really got into. So that first Halo Combat Evolved is always going to be on my list. Seeing that world for the first time when I saw the Halo in the sky, and it's just like Cortana. It was so futuristic at the time, and the whole Xbox being black and green, and then just Master Chief green. It just the whole environment of the original Xbox. That game means a lot. As far as other games that really, really stick hard to me, none are gonna be like that. But there's certain games that I always go back to just because it reminds me of a time. And one is gonna be funny that no one even they'll be like whatever is I really love was it the SNK and Street Fighter game?
Oh, SBC Chaos.
Yeah.
Oh,
I remember memories of playing it back then, and even just barely now we can play it on like whatever the collection or whatever they have, or it does by itself, right?
It's by itself.
Yeah, on Steam, yeah.
And dude, that game I just remember playing it a lot back then. It was just I just love that game. It was the graphics of Neo Geo just always really, really got to me, and seeing Street Fighter characters in that art, there's still something to this day I like. Some people don't like the game.
Oh, that's just tight.
Broken, but I love it.
Oh,
man.
that's just tight. I love that shit.
Dude,
Yeah.
And I've always been a Conker's fan. I prefer the 64 version.
Okay.
But just seeing how the graphics were, it was like it was so amazing to me. It's kind of like what I got with when Master Chief, the anniversary version came out, and you could go between both graphics.
Oh man,
yeah.
Seeing how that's the way when I saw Conkers like that, I was like, holy shit! Like the Xbox seemed amazing, man. And oh man, I don't know. Back then it's just I'm trying to think of titles. I know Dead or Alive was a cool one. I remember.
Ooh.
I just liked it because it just reminded me of a Dreamcast, man. And the Dreamcast meant so much to me. Like it was like really badass.
It's a
even
god.
though I didn't know about it at the time.
God system.
I didn't know it was going to be a god system, and this has always. Friends were talking about back then that was really like the Dreamcast 2. We were saying it back then that there was a Dreamcast, and it was just like that reminded me of it. So it's really hard to say, man. I guess I would just name those. Is that 4?
Yeah.
3.
No, that's 4. Halo, Conquer, DOA, and
and the SNK game one.
And SNK.
Okay.
Yeah. But I know those aren't heavy ones. There's a lot of too many good games on there, man. And there's one I haven't played, and everyone tells me it's good. Crimson Skies or whatever. I have not.
Yeah, I never played that one either. That's back when you had to check it out.
I need to play it, man. I have it downloaded, and so many people tell me you need to play it. You need to play it. So that's one that
I ain't gonna lie. I need to give my pick real quick.
Go ahead, please. There it is. The only way.
Classic, dog. This is it. This is it, baby.
That's it, dude. When that
was
so much hype around that game,
dog. Look, manual.
You know what, dude? To take SNK out, that one was huge.
Splinter Cell,
so fucking huge. We were reading about it in the Xbox magazine. PlayStation didn't get it. Xbox had it. It was just Xbox only, and it was like, holy shit, we were shilling that game, dude. Like I don't like games that you kind of stealth games, but dude.
OTG. So what's the other stealth game that we were talking about the other day that you said you couldn't get into?
Metal Gear.
Oh man, that's crazy, bro. But Splinter Cell.
But Splinter Cell, it was just that timing, dude.
Yeah,
Actually, that was the first stealth game. I played that before I played Metal Gear. I think I played Metal Gear on the original PlayStation, but I just never got into it. Like, I didn't play it like I played Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell was so much hype. My friend was hyping it up for months. So when I bought it, I was just, to me, the graphics were like, holy shit. Now when I go back, I kind of laugh, but I still love the game.
No, it's still good. It's still good, dude. Like to this day.
Lighting and everything was ahead of its time, bro.
Yeah, dude.
This game is. Still got my original trilogy, my physical copies on Xbox. This is it for me. This is it. Chief, this is Xbox for me. This a Halo 1. I still got my original Halo 1, but this takes my number 1 spot.
Dude, You know what? That bumps up to number 2. How did I forget about that one, man? I'm bumping that up. It was just that was one of the best memories right there. Splinter Cell, and we used to argue. That was the game because I was an Xbox fanboy. That'd be like, Splinter Cell, yeah.
Oh man, I think if you have an Xbox, my top 4, the best. Some are exclusive, and some are just the best ways to play these games. I'd have to put Halo 2. Of course, I'm a Halo shill, Halo god. But Ninja Gaiden, that was just Tenchu Wrath of Heaven, or Return from Shadows. That's really what it's called on Xbox. But it was literally the HD version of the PS2 game, and it had online play and extra maps and shit. It was just blew the PS2 version to shit. ESPN, NFL, 2K5.
Dude, man, why am I not
Flash game.
Why am I not
Flash game?
I was gonna put it on my list. That's for sure.
I recently, oh my god, we were over during Christmas. Had my friends. We're all playing 2K5.
Us too.
Yeah, we just did it. Yeah, we just got Base guy. He looking out his window.
Dude,
by the way, he got cooked.
Dude, and we all remember when that was $20, man.
$20. Day one, $20. With T.O. on the cover.
Yeah.
Woo! Dude, that game alone, there has yet to be a sports game as good as that to this day. And if you're in the comments and you think NBA 2K or the EA college football, I love the EA college football game that just came out. Trust me, I love it. Yeah. But NFL 2K5 blows that fucking game out the water.
Golly, you're not educating the young people why this game was hot though on OG Xbox.
I mean, okay. PS2, okay. Chris Berman's halftime show. You actually had actual highlights from the game with gameplay. You go to the fucking PS2, you got that NRS 30-year thank you video. You get slideshows. You get fucking... That's what you got on PS fucking 2. Plus loading screens, plus 25 frames per second. That shit was fucking garbage on PlayStation, son.
And the coup de grace?
The coup de fucking grace.
Custom stadium music.
Oh, custom music all over the fucking place, from the menu to the stadium to celebrations, all that shit, dude. Dude, you could literally create your stadium.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't they pioneer the first person?
That was 2K4. Yeah. 2K4 did it. 2K4 did it, but that's another thing. They didn't ever take features away. They would copy the game and then add a whole bunch of shit on top of it and make the game better. Dude, NFL 2K5 needs to be studied. It needs to be fucking studied, bro.
Dude, you know what's random? If you play like the college game or Madden right now and you play it, like it's not the way it is back then, like where it's like kind of designed for you to quit. Like a lot of people quit. It's kind of crazy. It's like back then it used to get that on your record, like a disconnect or it would show on your record. It doesn't do that anymore. But do you remember when I think it was on 2K online that you could build what do you call it, leagues?
Yes.
One of the games. It was was it 2K? Or was
2K.
I don't know.
2K had league. I mean, Madden had leagues too eventually, but 2K did all that first. Dude, they were doing it on the fucking Dreamcast, bro. Like dude, 2K is, oh man. Now, as much as we love NFL 2K5, I got one thing I would say. I actually don't think I want an NFL 2K5 today, with all this VC and my park and I would buy it.
I gotta just say this because you're saying the my park. I'm just gonna say the one wheel is actually in there in the whatever you can buy one for your
2K now.
For 2K?
2K. Yeah, you can buy one wheel.
Oh my fucking god!
Another reason why 2K is garbage. One wheel and 2K be in the same sentence.
Oh my
god!
All right, guys, we all gonna get 2K and do one wheel races. We ain't playing basketball.
Yeah. Well, we gotta grind the basketball to get to the one wheel, and then we can do the races. Okay, that's the real end game. Okay. Go-kart races and golfing and shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Do you think NFL, if they would have had the license, they would have kept it, let's just say in this other world where Madden and 2K football could exist, they would have had to go down the same road as they did with the basketball.
Yeah, it would have went down, because 2K to me didn't fall off until after like 14. Because I think
NBA, right?
NBA 2K. I'm sorry, NBA 2K didn't really fall off for me until about 14, because 14 is when Park started. Yeah, but Park was actually a good feature when it first came out. It was cool because you kind of had that little NBA Street feel a little, but you're grinding your character, and it was kind of cool. And then it wasn't so VC heavy. You actually you could get VC and get your character up, but you could still play the game and shit, you know. And people still played the normal game, and people still played seasons together. Me and some old friends, we used to do that shit. We used to have our own league matches, and then we'll go in the park and dunk on people. That shit was fun. But then this shit just went overboard, and it just
was when I think the tagline is your league now, some of that nature. It was basically they told you, fuck the NBA, it's about you, your character, you're the star.
Like once Spike Lee got involved with the story mode, and they tried to put a fucking story mode on the game, I'm like, what is this? Like, who thought
just died in a car accident?
Oh my god!
I'm trying to hoop.
Yeah, I was playing. I tried it out, dude, and I don't play the 2K games like that.
Yeah, I don't.
It out and I build my character, and I didn't know that there's a bunch of trolls on there. They'll pick like the tall person, give them like a big old throw, and
see, like that shit's
and they just troll, man, on people. They were fucking me up. I'm like, dude, like,
this
game ain't fun online, dude. Like, it's just.
No,
I guess that's what games have become, and I hate to admit it, dude, but I got suckered into that with the college football. I was all buying cards and shit.
They played off the nostalgia though. That's what it really was. They got you with the nostalgia, and they came out with a new title, and they fed you a little bit, and you were just yes, more.
Are you gonna buy next year's?
I'm probably gonna buy it, but I'm not gonna play this mode that I played this year. I got into
the Ultimate Team shit.
Ultimate Team.
Yeah, they got you good.
And then it would be cool if it was like all year round, like as far as like your stats would stay, but just like
it's seasonal
after a few weeks.
It's seasonal. Oh yeah,
like
there's seasons in a sports game, and it's like what the seasons. I'm like, wait a minute. There's a
sports games do not need battle passes.
There's a battle pass after you
do not need fucking battle passes at all.
Yeah,
that shit's stupid.
We could rant on sport. We can gladly rant on sports games because OG sports games shit on new sports games any day. But that's why we brought you guys here, to basically give you some insight. We brought an expert.
Oh, dude, stop that.
Oh, no, dude, you're an expert. No, you're a fucking expert, bro. You're the expert. No, you got to hold it. Yeah, bro. I'm sorry. Dude, dude, look, nobody knew about the Mister until you came out here.
I didn't know about that shit. Yeah, I didn't know about that thing at all.
Putting that song.
I knew about Raspberry Pis.
Think about it. Dude, we all know how to emulate. We know how to do all that shit. ROMs, scripts. Nobody knew about the Mister. I mean, I only know because you told me. That's also I know. You told me like not too long ago.
All right, you guys know the analog systems, right? Like that new
yeah.
It uses FPGA. So that's why those are so more expensive or whatever, because they're accurate. Like, yeah. So FPGA, screw the emulation, man. You guys gotta get on board.
Okay, real quick. Screw the emulation, right? Screw that. So with emulation, there's another form of retro gaming. You and I were already covering this, OTG, on our podcast with no name. Shout out to Big Moat. So the other form of retro gaming, the other form of it is home arcade. And when I mean home arcade, you know what type of home arcade, not the shit behind you. The real arcades. I'm talking about the ones that are a few $100s shy of owning those real ones. Well, not I'll say a few hundred, depending on the game, but I'm only bringing it up because this is a fresh, I don't want to say a fresh slate, but it's, you know, there's going to be people that don't know about this shit. And there's people that heard of the cabinets, the arcade one-ups and all this shit, but
you know what? I describe home arcade, and I was a victim of it only because I saw a friend in there, and it was a friend from the retro scene. And I said, I want that Mortal Kombat. And then I drank the Kool-Aid. And before I know it, these little cardboard boxes, like the one that's behind Gali, I'm not digging on his, I'm digging on the company. It's a cardboard arcade. It's not really a cardboard. It's made out of like some particle board.
MDF.
It's MDF, but it's straight. It comes shipped to your house in a box. You put together. It's just not good quality, but they charge prices that are outrageous. The one behind Gali cost $700 when it first came out, and it's just like that community is not the real thing. It's bad emulation most of all. You're overpaying it, and I was in it because there was a community. But I feel like it's almost like, man, it's like playing with not the real thing, like a playset or something. You know what I mean? Like I know I'm making fun of them dogging that community.
You mean a toy? That's what they call them. Toys,
I mean, they do call them toys. In their defense, it is a toy. They're classified as toys, but you don't pay toy prices for it. You know, I think my problem with it is the pricing. I think that's where if it was like when they first dropped the first gens, they were like $399, if I'm not mistaken.
$299.
$299. Oh shit. $299, $399, I'd be okay with them because it's like, dude, that's tight. You get to play online. Yeah, the buttons suck, but for $299, you could just drop $50 and upgrade this piece. Yeah, it's fine. It didn't cost more than the modern console, you know. But like now, there's new ones coming out, $699, $799. I'm like, bro, what a new graphics card is coming out for $599. It's crazy to me. You could with that new graphics card on your PC, you know, you could emulate all those games and even the games they'll never bring to you.
Yeah,
it's just crazy to me.
It's the old man.
Yeah, they prey on the nostalgia. Man. They definitely play. Yeah. But like, I do feel like I will say this though. I got KI right because I love KI. I think that if they brought a lot of those games that people don't have access to, I do think there's space for it. Like a even space in the house for it. Like I could see the purchase. Like, all right, you spent $600 and you can't play Star Wars trilogy. So cool, you know, that's kind of cool, you know. But even then, I'm still like, you know. But I could see that. Like I'd be like, I get it. But I don't know, man.
You know, it's funny. You do have cabinets that I heard you even say, I'll drop the 700 if they build this cabinet with 5 games.
Yeah.
And what's kind of crazy is you would pay that. That's really nostalgia that's the nostalgia
crack. I'm paying for that crack. Yeah. I'm not paying for the accuracy and the button quality. With my nostalgia crack, yes, I'll pay $700 for MK4 with online play. I'll pay $700 for Virtua Fighter with, you know, Tekken. Hell yeah. Soul Calibur, Soul Blade, or Soul Edge, whatever. Hell yeah, I'll pay $700 for that shit. But like Pac-Man and Mario,
that's probably their biggest thing is that they made it for the casuals, and then they saw the hardcores are the one that really like it. And
it's weird.
Find their market. They're charging hardcore prices on like they're trying to make mass market. Like, which one do you want to do? If you're gonna go towards the hardcore market, charge those prices, make it better quality, because that's what the hardcore people want. But if you want to go casual, cheap, keep the cheap prices.
Well, if you do better quality, it's gonna eat into their damn profits. We can't do that.
Yeah, they only need a 200% profit margin. You know, that's what.
Yeah, that's the only thing wrong with that. They're getting outrageous.
But they're cool. I think they are. Like that's like if they come out with your specific game you're passionate about, go for it. Like if you really love Mortal Kombat, I love Mortal Kombat, but it's just so shitty that I just can't justify buying it. It's like, okay, Mortal Kombat, I need like some decent buttons. I need a decent joystick. I don't like the button layout. I don't even like the button layout for Mortal Kombat, to be honest. Just being honest. I hate that MK arcade button layout. For competitive play.
Fake fan.
No, not a fake fan. Because I could beat you in it. So, you know, but yeah.
On arcade stick?
I could beat you on anything. Dance pad, Donkey Kong. Hey, yo. Hey.
About the Guitar Hero and shit. We beat them like that.
Yeah.
Did somebody do that? They put a joystick over there at. Have you seen that at Evo?
Oh, yeah.
Guitar.
Yeah, I've seen that. I seen that shit.
I got beat by some dude playing the guitar. Like, all right, I'm retiring. I'm done. I'm done. Y'all got it. I can't do this. I'm done.
I mean, a lot of people in the. Never mind, I don't want to talk about FGC anymore. But yeah,
it's a random thought that you guys need to do. You guys need a, you know, once the channel gets going and whenever y'all decide to do it, y'all gotta all go to Evo and do like an Evo episode. Go promote the show.
We're thinking we're going. We might go to Combo Breaker, bro.
That's better.
See,
I've never been a combo bringer, but why do you go?
Let's go.
Come on, well, dude. Hey, and you're always in Schaumburg too. You always go to Schaumburg.
You know what?
It's in Schaumburg.
Yeah, I've been to Schaumburg. I've stayed there before for
you're
work
always
for like
you always go there, or you always tell me about Schaumburg. I'm like, damn, that motherfucker always. Yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Maybe just don't record anything for months on end and make that your 300 episode combo breaker.
Hell no. Don't do that. That's don't
record another 100 200 videos. Yeah. 500 episode.
Oh man,
OTG, we want to thank you for your time because man, we could talk to you for hours.
Yeah, dude, we will yap. We will fucking yap, bro.
Over there waiting on you. Yeah, man. These motherfuckers over these next gen niggas need to fuck off.
Right. I'm having a good time, man. Sorry, I disappointed. I'm not the expert, but I had a good time. And
what? Oh my god, bro! Stop down. You always downplay it, dude. You literally mod shit.
I believe anyone can mod.
Oh my god! Here we go.
Yeah, we could talk more about modding. If you guys ever want to chat, just let me know. I'm down, man.
Yeah, this time you're waiting on us. I ain't gonna lie, guys. He was waiting on us to do this shit. He was like, dude, where are we doing this episode? I'm like, I don't know. These motherfuckers are always high or some shit. I don't know. I'm just playing. Or playing gaming so trash. Gaming so trash today. We're playing card games. That's crazy.
Don't say that.
Okay, but not. Okay. All right. I don't mean that in a bad way. I just think that it's just crazy. It's just crazy to say out loud. That's what I'm trying to say. Like we go from playing we grew up playing Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Contras, and Mario and Final Fantasies, Metal Gear, Splinter Cell, the big build up to gaming. And then could you imagine going back in time in like, let's say 2005 and be like, hey, what's the #1 game out right now? And then you show him this fucking solitaire roguelike game. And he's like, what the fuck? And then the dude just pulls a pistol, just blows his fucking brain off because there's no point of going into the future because it's trash. I'd be like, no, wait. I'd be like, wait, but Marvel Rivals is out. It's okay. What's that?
We're good.
Wait. No, he's like, but before I pull the trigger, Halo's still good, right? It's like, just pull the trigger, dog.
He did re-release Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Oh, okay, finally.
Wait. There's no Marvel vs. Capcom 6? Oh! And he just fucking blows his shit off. No, I'm not promoting suicide. But gaming is just in a bad place right now.
Yeah, look at Suicide Squad, guys. Yuck.
Yeah.
Dude, the way they even with Mortal Kombat, man.
Dude, I would hate to tell boss. Could you imagine telling yourself that? I'm sorry, my bad. What you do? The current state of Mortal Kombat, dude. That man,
it was cool, but then I play oh no, this ain't right. Something's not right here.
You'll see it. And you'll see the pictures. Like, if you've seen pictures of MK1, you'll be like, damn, there's 2 people on the screen. And now, damn, that shit looks real. Damn,
right?
Damn, that's cool as hell. Damn, that's raw, bro. I can't wait to play the Crypt. I can't wait to play Conquest. I'll be like, yeah. That shit don't exist, player. This shit trash.
And tell yourself you got to buy those extra players and shit.
Yeah, it's like, I can't wait to unlock those dudes. How do you unlock them? And you pull out a debit card.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what? What do you mean? Wait, is that cheat codes on that card? No, that's
right here, brother.
Yeah, yeah, the Visa gift card. Yeah. Yeah, dude, that's.
Well, let's wrap this up.
Let's wrap it up. Yeah, because we'll get another hour in.
Thank you.
All right, we'll bring you back. Obviously, one day.
Yeah, you'll be back. We'll bring you back. Yeah, dude, we'll be back.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. We're NextGen Nostalgia. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. And we're out, guys. That's another one in the bag. Peace out.